I'm Gary Giroux, and I'm president of Modern Ice Equipment and Supply. I'm here making this video to help our clients. We had our suggestion from our inside group, what we call our customer satisfaction group, to produce something that would help on different areas of the company that may affect your business. One of them being freight damage. So what we're going to do is work on a program here that'll be a short video going through some explanations of how freight damage happens, what you can do, and how we can benefit your business in getting the credits to you quicker, faster, and better. We want your experience with Modern Ice Equipment and Supply to be remarkable. One of the ways we thought best to help educate you on the freight damage is to bring in an expert within our organization. So I've asked Drew Johnson, who's the head of our warehouse supervision in our Greendale facility, to educate us on what happens with damaged freight, his thoughts, what he's learned from our strategic partners in the freight business, and has become educated on that he knows about every day that he can share with you. Drew, thanks for helping me out, my friend.
Not a problem, sir. We're glad to do it for our clients.
Yes. Here's what I noticed. This one was damaged, wasn't it?
This one was, and this one's pretty obvious.
Yes. Yeah. Sure. I mean, what typically happens? Why does it end up this way? First off.
Well, there's a couple different ways that this could happen. The most common one is probably something fell on top of it, which you can see you have a damaged full top as well as shattered glass.
Yes.
Another thing that could have happened is when they're loaded in sideways like this, the doors may have been inside towards the trailer. The way it should have been done is the doors against the wall to prevent anything from falling into it.
Okay.
Or possibly it may not have been strapped, and if the driver hit a bump or took a turn, it could have fallen over onto something else, and ultimately this is unfortunately what you wind up with.
Absolutely. And again, as we always say, we're in the human being business, so things happen.
They do.
So once something happens, that's where we want to become remarkable. And how do we educate our clients? Something like this comes in, I look at it and go, gosh, I can't use this.
That's right.
What should our clients do at that point?
Well, the first thing they should do is notify the driver that they are going to refuse it due to damage.
Before he leaves?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. As soon as it's noticeable and as soon as you decide that you in fact are going to refuse it, you'll let the driver know and sign on the bill of lading refuses damage, and also get the driver to initial right by where you wrote that as well.
Maybe even pull my phone out, take a picture of it.
Great point.
Put the driver by, make it a family photo type of thing, right?
And do a selfie with the merchandise.
That's exactly right. But it gives us a pictorial history of what happened with that merchandiser on that day before the driver left.
Correct. Correct.
Right. What's the next step? After I've signed this, the driver's going away, what do I need to do?
Well, the next thing
as
a client, the next thing you want to do is notify us. Call into one of our CSGs and let them know what's going on, so we can hopefully get another one out to you that same day.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Our goal is to make sure they're satisfied.
Absolutely.
Right? So again, this is pretty obvious.
It is.
And I like to challenge you through for me earlier today. And you said, come out and look, and I looked at this one and I said, gosh, I really don't see a whole lot.
Well, you're right, and unfortunately damage can be a little sneaky. It can sneak up on you when you least expect it. So what you want to do after you take it off the truck is you want to go over this real closely. Look up and down every nook and cranny just to make sure that you are noting every damage possible before the driver leaves. That's the key thing. It has to be done with the driver in sight at the time of delivery.
Okay.
So what you want to do after you take it off, you're just going to want to look up and down, and okay, we noticed this right here.
Oh, okay.
Rain guard damage.
Yep.
Small, maybe not enough to refuse it, but again, every client is different. That's really up to them and what their business needs are.
But this could also, we could have them take this off, replace it.
Exactly.
Still want to note it because it is a responsibility of the freight company.
Absolutely. Okay. It absolutely is. And then what you're going to want to do is, I've actually already gone around this one a couple times, but I'm going to show you. I mean, I'm going to look all the way, from the top to the bottom, pay special attention down here by the crate, because sometimes forks kick up and they'll ding it. Okay. If it is a glass door, you do want to pay attention really closely, make sure there's no cracks, spider webs, anything like that.
Okay.
Like I said, also pay attention if it's a full top. Look at that. Look at the export cover, and just go over this thing with a fine tooth comb, because as soon as you do sign for it, you're saying it's good.
Right.
Now sometimes you also want to check the sides and obviously the back as well.
Yes, because I didn't see a whole lot.
You did not.
No.
But if you come over here and see, you can see right here. It looks like maybe a fork or a skid or something like that got pushed into this, and you can definitely see some insulation there.
Yes, and if this is an automatic defrost, not that big of a concern. Correct. But if it's a cold wall with the copper tubings running on the inside, we may have hit a copper tubing, and that may be something that we'd absolutely want to say, send this box back.
Absolutely, absolutely. So this is definitely something that you want to take a picture with, or take a picture of, I'm sorry, and also document on the bill of lading. Whether you're going to keep it or refuse it, you always want to make sure that it's noted on the bill of lading.
And again, before the driver pulls out.
Before the driver pulls, and you want to stay within sight of the driver, okay? Because if you go around a corner that you kind of lose reliability.
Yeah, once you've pulled it off, moved it from where you even took it, unloaded it from, you're taking ownership of that. Correct. Or creating an issue with the claim. Correct. Okay, so we want to inspect it all the way around. You want to educate the people on your plant, because it may not always be the owner of the business or the plant manager. It may be somebody else, so we want to make sure they're educating their people or show them this video. Put them through that. Huh?
Another good thing to do is take the packaging all the way completely off.
While the guy's still there. Yeah, if you have time, that'd be great, because it's very rare, but it does happen. You can get a little nick or something like that underneath these cardboard corners. Great. Okay. What are we doing at Modern to help clients remember to do these things? And other than this video, what are we trying to do to educate them to make sure they remember to do it?
Well, Gary, what we did is we reached out to some of our strategic freight partners, and we came up with this little bright green notice right here. Mm-hmm. And what this is all about damaged freights and claims. Okay. Basically, like I said, you want to go through this thing top to bottom, every inch, every square inch, every nook and cranny to make sure that there is no damage. Mm-hmm. Take all the packaging off, check the corners, check at the bottom, check the glass. If there is damage, if you can, you want to take a photo and definitely have the driver sign right there before he leaves. Okay. Okay, because once you sign, you're saying everything's in good condition.
Right. And then if you're not sure what to do and you get that piece of freight, always they can call us. Absolutely. Any of us will be happy to help them. From you to me to our inside salesperson to the outside sales team.
Absolutely. They can call their CSG or they can call me at extension 126 and I'll be more than happy to help.
Well, that's great. Drew, I really appreciate it. I think some of the key factors that we want to remember from today, number one, the most important is inspect the freight as soon as it comes off that truck. With the driver there, take some of the crating off. If there's any issues, take a picture to document it for us. If you're refusing it, just mark on there the box is refused. And absolutely, whether you refuse a box or it's just a small piece of damage, you're not sure what to do, call in and ask us, and we'll get a professional either with our strategic partners or a person like Drew Johnson who does a great job for Modern Ice and its clients every day. Thank you, and we'll be back soon with another helpful video.